Hi, this is Ju from Ever Present Yoga, and I have an ever present stretch class planned for you today. We're going to be linking breath with movement the whole way through. That awareness to your breath is so important. And that's what helps keep us calm and content and present in the moment. I'll be guiding the breath all the way through, giving you the cues, and please make it your intention to stay with your breath today to help release tension in the body, helping to release tension also in the emotional body today, trying to release what's on our minds and that holding that's creating. So please enjoy a nice calming, nurturing practice. Work to where your body is, how it's feeling today. Okay, it's so important to listen to the body's cues and follow its intuition. If you need to take a break during any point in class, you could always come down into a child's pose. So let's start in mountain pose, feet hip distance apart. Rock around, find your center today. Lengthen through the tailbone, let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. And then bring the arms down to the side and bring the palms forward. And just bring your awareness to your breath here now. Try to create such an ease around your breath today. Keep the face soft here and the shoulders relaxed. And let that connection to your breath start to create some ease in the body. Softening through the face, releasing the shoulders. Softening of the belly so the breath can flow freely. And then the breath combined with the movement today, let that bring some ease to the mind. Okay, we're going to take one thought at a time, allowing them to come in our inhale, acknowledging, and without getting caught up in the conversation, we're going to release on our exhale. Good, now let's bring our hands to our belly, and remember that's where I want you to direct your breath to today. And just give your body the suggestion of that nice, full, complete breath. Try not to worry if the breath is getting deep enough. I don't want any stress or strain around your breath today. If you're familiar working with Ujjayi, that nice ocean sounding breath, by that light constriction at the back of the throat as the breath passes through, you can start to layer that in now. That nice soothing sound will help to keep you present. It will help facilitate a nice full complete breath, and it'll build some gentle heat in the belly to sort of burn off that fog of the mind today and of what we're holding onto in the body, okay? If you're not familiar with Ujjayi, absolutely no worries there either. You can just work with a nice, full, complete breath. It'll serve you just fine. We're also going to be working with Dirga Pranayama to start us off today, the three-part breath. So that's filling the belly, drawing the breath up to the ribs, feeling the ribs flare as the lungs expand, and then all the way to the upper chest, all on the same inhale. And then on our exhale, we just work in the opposite direction. From the upper chest starts the exhale, through the ribs, and then back to the belly, all on the same exhale. Okay, so that's what's going to start us off today. So on your next inhale, fill the belly with breath. You can work with your Ujjayi here as well. Fill the ribs all the way to the upper chest. Face soft, shoulders relaxed, palms touch. And then exhale from the upper chest through the ribs and back to the belly. Inhale. Fill the belly with breath, draw it up to the ribs, all the way to the upper chest, face soft, shoulders relaxed, palms touch, and exhale from the upper chest through the ribs and back to the belly. Keep going. A few more rounds to the own rhythm of your breath today. And you can use this to start to sweep away the thoughts today. Inhale as the thoughts come in, acknowledge, and then without attaching, exhale and release. Inhale, soothing, nurturing energy. Exhale, release the holding. Good, few more. And next one, come to your heart. Okay, we're going to start with our warm up now. We're going to take our 6 movements of the spine, arching and rounding, twisting to either side, and then a side from standing today, okay? I'm gonna be working with a yoga block. If you don't have one, no worries. You can stack up some books or check the kitchen pantry or cabinets. There's lots of household items that can substitute. All right, we're gonna take a nice wide leg stance, one leg length apart. And if you need a little extra help with that, heel toe the feet. And I'm gonna take the block, and the great thing about working with the block is you can adjust it to any height depending how deep you want your stretch. So you can, 3 different settings there you can work with today. Have the block down in front, right under the face, okay? Bring your hands to your heart, relax the shoulders, nice and long through the spine. Just keep a softness and an awareness in the knees as you work through the sequence. Ready? Big inhale. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, big sweeping sun breath. Exhale. Now inhale, arms out, shoulder height. Open your heart and exhale. Hinge at your hips and fold. Lock under the face. You can widen the stance to what feels good for your body. And remember, you can adjust the block height as well. So top of your head towards me, hips behind you, a mile of space in your back. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, start to round. Round low back, mid back, upper back. Curl your back up to the ceiling, tuck your chin. And then inhale, start to arch and open. Arch low back, mid back, upper back. Shoulders release, heart opens, look up last. Exhale, round and tuck, low back, mid back, upper back, tuck. Inhale, arch and open. Remember that no matter if you're arching or rounding, the motion starts with the low back, follows the spine, and the head is last. And I want you to work to what feels good in your body today. Follow your body's intuition. So if it feels really good to round your back, pause the pose here, keep the breath flowing, and just be with it. Good, we're gonna take a couple more rounds now. And then next time you round the back, pause the pose there. Soften the knees, press firm through the feet, hands to the thighs, roll up slowly. Give your body time to adjust all the way. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands together over your heart. Adjust the toes about 45 degrees or a little less, whatever feels right for you there. And we're gonna take goddess. We're not gonna go all the way in just yet. We're just gonna use it here to help wake up the hips. So inhale and then exhale, knees in line with the toes, just to that first edge, just to that first spot of sensation. Hands now on the thighs or on the hips. Be mindful you're not rolling to the instep, okay? Knees in line with the toes, and just sway side to side. Good, keep your breath flowing here. Keep the face soft and the shoulders relaxed. Good, and then pause at center, right through the center line of the body. Bring the back of the hands on top of the thighs, palms up. Let that help to release the shoulders a little more. You can close the eyes. Nice and long through the top of the head. Take a couple breaths here. And then inhale, sweep up, parallel your feet. Exhale, hands together over the heart. We're gonna come back down to the block and take a twist. So inhale up, exhale, inhale up, exhale, shoulder height. Inhale, heart open, exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Again, block can be on any height. Adjust the stance, nice long spine. Okay, we're gonna take the left hand under the face. I'm mirroring you here. So left hand under the face. Now don't jam through the wrist here. I want you to lift the energy up through the palm into the arm and then shoulder back and down. Very lifted here and open. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're gonna start to twist. Don't take your hips with you, just twist low back all the way up as you raise the right arm. Now look up and see your thumb so you know you're not over rotating, and then adjust your gaze, head and neck comfortable. So mild to look down at the block, medium setting is your neutral, and then most challenging to look up to the thumb. So make sure your head and neck are happy here today. Breathe into the twist, don't hold your breath here. One more breath and then exhale, hand comes down. Let's readjust, long spine. And then we'll take the right hand under the face. Again, lift the energy up through the palm. Bring that energy up into the shoulder, shoulder back and down. Big inhale, Keep the hips neutral, twist low back all the way up, raise the left arm. Look up, see the thumb, and then adjust your gaze. Breathing into this nice cleansing twist here, releasing the spine, giving the abdominal organs a nice wash, and wringing out what's on your mind today. Inhale, exhale, hand comes down. Soften the knees here, hands to the thighs, press into the feet. Let's roll up slowly. Inhale, sweep up, exhale, bring your left hand down on your side or on your hip, that's your choice. Now hips and heart forward towards me, relax the shoulders. Take a big inhale on your right side without taking that right shoulder. And now exhale, dip over to the left and open the right side. So try not to collapse this, okay? You want to think right shoulder back, left shoulder forward, extension. Make sure that the shoulders aren't coming up towards the ears. Keep it nice and released. Lots of full deep breathing on right side body. Fill those spaces. Open up. Send the breath between the ribs. Big inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, right arm down at your side or on your hip. Hips and heart towards me. Relax the shoulders. Space on the left side, big inhale, and then exhale, dip over to the right and open the left side. Little extra extension through the fingers will open the pose up a little more for you. Breathe into side body here. Take one more breath, big inhale up and exhale, hands together over your heart. Okay, we're gonna work through our sequence today. You can have your block handy. We'll be taking extended side angle, and if you like a deeper variation with hand to the block or to the floor, or if you're a binder, you can add that in today too. So you can have your block handy for that if needed. There'll also be a wide leg forward fold. So again, if you need that extra support of the block, have it handy, okay? So come up to the top of your mat, and I'll mirror you through this sequence as well. So inside lines of your feet together at the top of the mat. Tailbone lengthens, shoulders up, back and down. We're gonna start off with chair pose today, Utkatasana. So big inhale, and then exhale, sink into your chair pose. Engage the legs, hug the muscles in, really working for you. Don't go too far, too fast. Okay, make it sustainable here. We're gonna keep the hands over the heart on this first side. Drop the shoulders away from your ears, and once you're set, that first edge, that first place of sensation, breathe there. And then when the body says it's okay, you exhale and you can go a little further to that next edge. And breathe here. Now, while the legs are really working for you today, how open and free can you keep the upper body? Make sure you're not scrunching up your face or clenching the jaw, and most importantly, make sure you're not holding the breath here. And we're going to take one more breath, and now inhale, stand tall. Keep the inside lines of the feet together. Lengthen the tailbone. Exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Now inhale, make some space into Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon, and exhale, dip over to the left and open the right side. Standing half moon. Now, think about, again, try not to collapse. So hips and heart, face towards me. Lots of space on the right side. Breathe, open. And now inhale up, and we're gonna take a big step out with your right foot into star pose. And again, if you need a little help, heel to the feet. Keep them parallel, palms up to the ceiling. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now open your left toes. Bend your left knee over the ankle. Good, get nice and sturdy and solid and set there. We're gonna move this right into a crescent lunge. So you're gonna pick up your right heel and turn the right toes forward. Good, make sure your feet are hip distance apart so you can make any adjustments there so you feel nice and grounded and settled. Strong and powerful through the legs. Now lift up and out of the lower part of the body. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Powerful back leg, set and solid and strong. Keep the knee over the ankles. You have that nice foundation at the front of the body and the knee stays nice and safe. Then if you want to, add the arms in. Big inhale up. Exhale, drop your shoulders away from your ears, but stay powerful through the arms. They're shoulder width apart. Don't pull the shoulders back up. Take one more breath here. And now we're going to move into the flying warrior. So come out long with the spine. Start to send the arms back. Palms face each other, nice and long through your head and neck. And reach. Shoulders release. Top of the head lifts. Back leg strong. Breathe up and down the back body. Now inhale, bring the arms up, shoulder height. Draw them back. Take a breath here. Then we're going to spiral open with our right arm and open right up into a warrior two. So quick glance down. If you drew a line from your left heel, you'd hit your right arch. Keep the left knee over the left ankle. You can shorten the pose or make it deeper by moving this back leg. Let's all sigh our shoulders away from our ears. Vibrant energy through the arms. Look out over the fingers. Breathe here. Don't forget about that back arm that we're not watching, that it starts to move on you there. Lots of full deep breathing. Now we're going to move this to extended side angle. So bend the left elbow on top of the thigh, right hand to your right hip. Now open the pose up, shine your heart open to the ceiling. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Keep that left knee over the left ankle. Head and neck in one nice long line, a huge line of energy. From the pinky edge of the left foot all the way to the top of the head. The hand can stay here on the hip, or if you want to take it a little deeper, bring the right arm out, palm up, and then sweep up and exhale over. Bicep over the ear, palm down and reach. Lots of full deep breathing. If you want to add the block in and bring the left hand to the block or to the floor, you can. Or if you're a binder, if you can get your left shoulder below your left knee, you can bind. I'll show you some options on the other side. One more breath here. And now come all the way up. Parallel the feet. Exhale, hands to heart. Big sun breath. Don't forget your Ujjayi if you're working with it today. Next one, into goddess. So inhale here, adjust the feet, 45 degrees, knees in line with the toes, sink right through the center line, tailbone lengthen, shoulders drop. You can close the eyes here if you're comfortable. Make any little adjustments. You can sway, you can come in and come out. Let the heat build, make sure you're not rolling in. Keep the pose nice and open. Keep your breath flowing. And again, just to that first edge, just to the first spot of sensation. When the body says it's okay, you can inhale and then exhale to that next edge. Good, now inhale, sweep up, parallel your feet, touch overhead. Exhale, shoulder height. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, hinge, lead with your heart and fold. You can bring the block in if needed. Inhale. Up to the fingertips now, nice long spine. Get your length. Exhale, elbows bend towards you. Let the head and neck go. Look through the legs, head heavy to the floor, hips high. Give a little bend to the elbows, trying to work those forearms down, but to also release the shoulders away from the ears. And after a few breaths, work your edges. Inhale, come up, get a little more length. And then exhale, go a little further. Good. One more breath here. Now a slow transition out. So back to neutral. Soften the knees. Hands to the thighs. Slowly roll up. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, hands together over the heart. Okay, I'm just going to move my block over to the other side just to show you some different options when we work in that extended side angle pose. All right, so from here, we're going to keep the poses flowing. Really feel connected to your breath linked with the movement. Let that be really soothing and nurturing today. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to turn right toes forward, Right knee over right ankle. Get yourself set. Now, pick up the back heel, switch it into Crescent Lunge. Adjust, right hip back, left hip forward. Now, lift up and out of the low back, strong back legs, sink the shoulders, strong through the arms, strong through that back leg. Breathe here. Just notice what patterns you fall into. If you start holding, if the shoulders start to tense, if your mind starts to wander, come back to the breath. Now, right hip back, left hip forward. Come out so long with the upper body and send the arms behind you. Flying warrior. One nice straight line, palms face each other, long head and neck. Now inhale, the arms back up, shoulder height, draw them back. Take a big inhale and then spiral around with that left arm. Open up the energy right into warrior two. Make your adjustments. Now this pose, present moment awareness, so make sure you're not surfing too far forward, grasping for what's ahead, or hanging too far back, holding onto something past. Nice and centered, and relax the shoulders. Breathe here. Lots of full deep breathing. Look out over the fingers. Calm and confident and strong here. Now right into extended side angle. So we're gonna bend the right elbow, bring the forearm on top of the thigh. Bring your hand to your hip. Now open the pose up, shine your heart open to the ceiling. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, head and neck in one nice long line. Breathe here. Make sure your gaze is comfortable so your head and neck are happy. And then if you want to go further, you can bring the left arm out, sweep up, and then exhale over. Anchor it through the pinky edge of the left foot and then create a long line of energy all the way up through the left fingers. If you want to deepen the pose here, you can grab your block. Remember, on any height, shoulder over wrist. You can bring the hand to the floor. Or if you're a binder and you can get the shoulder under the knee, you reach behind, clasp, and then open it up. Breathe here. One more breath. And then we'll come out all the way out, star pose. Sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale to your heart. Adjust the toes for goddess, 45 degrees or a little less. Take a big inhale. Exhale to that first edge. Make your adjustments, roll the inner thighs, lengthen the tailbone. Sink a little deeper with that next edge, open the arms up. Breathe here. Nice full deep ujjayi. Remember, you can always go deeper. Need a little extra help here today, you can sway. Make the practice your own. Be with where your body is right here in the present. One more breath, big inhale, sweep up, parallel. Exhale, shoulder height. Big inhale, exhale, hinge and fold. Hands under the face, or you can bring your block in if needed. Adjust your stance. And you can choose, you can keep the hands under the face and work on bringing the forearms to the floor, or take the toe lock. First two fingers, wrap up first and second toe. Big inhale, open, exhale, and release. Let the head and neck go. Breathe into back body, breathe into the backs of the legs. Remember, you can always work your edges. Inhale, a little more length. Exhale, fold a little further. One more breath here. Then hands under the face. Soften the knees, hands to the thighs, roll up slowly. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale to your heart. Now, to finish off, we're going to take a big step in with the left foot to join the right. And again, if you need a little help with that, just heel toe the feet together. Inside lions touch, sweep up. Inhale, palms touch overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale, some space, and then exhale. We're going to dip the torso over to the right as the left hip comes out. Left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Extend. Breathe into left side body. Good. And then inhale up, separate, shoulder width apart. Now sink into your chair pose. Torso stays lifted, shoulders release to that first edge. And then exhale, go deeper. Hug the muscles in, breathe. Stay so released in the upper body as the lower body works for you. Inhale, stand tall now. Exhale, hands together over the heart. Great job. So let's take the energy we created so far and balance it into tree pose. So let's start with the left heel down, and then we'll slowly lower the rest of the foot. Get a nice strong base for your tree. Shift the weight onto the left foot. Now I want you to feel roots through the bottom of the left foot, okay? Anchoring you to your mat. But then nice and lifted in your energy. So think about lifting the inner arch up. Keep the knee soft and engage here at the thigh. Don't let the knee hold the pose for you. Please don't sit back. Okay, we want the muscles to do the work for us, not the joint, okay? So please don't sit back in the knee. Nice softness there, not bent, just an awareness to keep it nice and soft. And engage here at the thigh. Now, we're gonna open up and release the hip and open up the right knee. Great thing about tree pose, toes can be down. At this point, pick your drishti point, your point to look at, to have a nice, calm, soft focus to. It's almost like you're looking out, but the gaze is turned within. And if you feel settled there, you can move the foot any place up the leg except against your knee. We're gonna create a nice bind of the foot and the leg together and not against your knee to push the knee out of alignment, okay? So the toes can definitely stay down today, and you can feel nice and anchored. Think about lengthening the tailbone and releasing the shoulders, and then if you want to, you can move the foot up the leg. You can even bring it all the way up to the thigh. Now wherever you have it together, get that nice bind and settle it and stay with your breath. And then the hands can come to the heart and you can stay there. Or the arms can come up overhead, palms touch with released shoulders. Or you can open the arms up shoulder height. I'm gonna leave that up to you today, how your tree wants to look. Now, what I do want you to be mindful of here as well is that your breath is flowing and you're not scrunching the face or pulling up the shoulders. You're staying with a nice ease around this tree pose today. Feel super grounded from the belly button through the legs, and then open and free and receptive in the upper body. That's what I love about this pose, is those dual energies working for you here to create nice peace and also some ease in the present. One more breath, and then hands come together over the heart, come out with the same integrity you went in with, and slowly release. Shake your feet out. Good, let's work to the other side now. All right, so we'll ground the right foot. So drop the heel to the floor, slowly lower the rest of the foot. You can even release one toe at a time. Shift, stay nice and grounded and rooted, but then energize at the same time and lifted. Okay, remember, don't hold it in your knee. Open up the left knee, release the hip, and then the foot finds its right spot. Make that bind, press together, lengthen the tailbone, drop the shoulders, hands to the heart, breathe here. Hands can stay over the heart or they can come up and touch. They can open. Full deep breathing here. It's okay if you sway a little bit. Good, one more breath. Hands come together over the heart, same integrity you came in with, and that's how we'll exit the pose. Shake your feet out here, and we're gonna come down and have a seat. Anytime you're sitting on the floor, make sure you're not resting back on your tailbone, so just lift up and rock around. You wanna be up on those sitting bones. Now we're gonna take head to knee pose, which is like tree that we just did standing, but now we'll be seated, okay? So first, extend your left leg long and flex through the left foot. You just did all that strong standing leg work. Let's keep the muscles engaged here. And then bring the right foot in like tree pose. If the hip is feeling a little tight today and the knee is pulled up, you can give that knee some support so it feels nice and safe and secure, and then you might get a little more release there. So up to you how your body's feeling. I usually like to adjust again here and make sure that I'm up on the sitting bones, that the left hip is back, my legs engaged. We're gonna come in, hands on either side. Now remember, we don't want to round down here. We want the torso to drape over the leg, and the bend's going to come right here from the hip crease. That's why it's important to be up on those sitting bones, because if we're back here, we're stuck. We have no place to go. So give the pose a nice head start here. So when you feel like your alignment feels right for you today, take a big inhale, hinge at the hip crease, and walk out with the shoulders released to your first edge. Might not be that far, and that's okay. Breathe into back body, keep those shoulders nice and released. Maybe, I like to have your nice long head and neck, so maybe just look at the tips of your toes. And then when the body's ready, inhale, take another deep breath. Preparation, now work on your exhale, come out to that next edge. Maybe it's another handprint or so. Still like you to have a nice long head and neck here, so maybe look at your ankle. And then one more deep breath in. Maybe it's another fingerprint more, just a little further. Now your hands could be on, depending which way your mat is facing, on your mat or the floor, around your leg or around your foot. If you're going for the foot, go from the edges. Try not to go over top here. I want to keep those shoulders nice and released. So inhale, and now exhale, settle in. Don't worry about the forehead getting down. I want you to think about the top of the head moving towards your foot here. Lots of length. Breathe into back body. Starting to cool down a little bit here now. Breathe. Let the lungs expand to the back of the ribs. You can close the eyes if you're comfortable with it. And on your next inhale, we're going to slowly roll up. Big inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands together over the heart. Good. We're going to take this right leg now. We're going to cross it over. And we're going to hold the right knee in the left hand, the left forearm, or the left elbow, whatever is accessible to you. Okay? Right arm out front. Sit tall again. If you need to, rock around on the sitting bones. Inhale, sit tall. Follow that arm around shoulder height towards the back. Now drop the hand down, shoulder over wrist. Don't lean back on it here. Bring it in close. Inhale, sit tall, relax your shoulders, and then twist again, low back all the way up. And you can look out over the shoulder, but if that's too much for the head and neck today, stay neutral. Give the knee a little hug in. Breathe here, try to release any tension in that hip. Keep your breath flowing. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands together over the heart. Good, unwind the legs, bottoms of the feet together. Rock around, again, sit tall. Big inhale, heart open. Exhale, fold forward. Forehead to feet. Round. Inhale, get a little more length. Exhale, go a little further. Inhale, come up, palms up to the ceiling, reach under the feet, and pull the heels in close. Sit up nice and tall, don't round. I don't want you to roll back here. To be very mindful, I want you to lead with your heart. Pull the heels in, and then gently lift. Balance. Inhale, keep your breath flowing. Exhale, lower down. Good, extend the right leg now. Bring the left leg in. Again, make adjustments to your seat. You can bring the block under the knee if that's where your practice takes you today. Nice and flexed through the right foot, engaged in your leg here. Hands on either side. Big inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, heart open. Exhale, walk out to that first edge and pause. Long head and neck, release the shoulders. Big inhale. Exhale, go to that next edge, go a little further. Look at the ankle. Inhale, one more. And now exhale, release. And you can keep the hands mat or floor on the leg, around the foot, and keep working your edges. When your body says it's okay and it's time, inhale, get a little more length, and then exhale, go a little further. Remember, top of the head towards the foot. Being mindful too that sides are different. You might be able to go a little further on one side over the other. And And that's okay. Breathing into back body, lungs expand to the back of the ribs. Full deep breathing here. One more breath. Inhale, let's roll up slowly. All the way up. Exhale to your heart. Now the left leg crosses over the right. Any adjustments needed? Left knee, right hand, forearm or elbow, left arm out front. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, follow around. Reach, length. Drop the hand down. Don't lean back on it. Have it in close, shoulder over wrist. Inhale, sit tall. Relax the shoulders. Twist again, move back all the way up. Keep your right leg engaged, and then you can hug the left knee in. Keep the breath flowing. Settle the shoulders. Release what's on your mind today. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Good. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Rock around. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, round forward. Breathe here. Inhale, a little more length. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, sit tall, palms up. Bring them under the feet. Pull the heels in close, heart open. And remember, don't round back here, okay? We want to work on leading with our heart here and bring the softness. Notice if you're holding any tension there today. Sometimes we don't realize, and I know it can feel a little sensitive to lead with it. We stay very protected there, so honor any sensitive feelings that come up. We're gonna pull the heels in and lift. Breathe here. And exhale, lower down. Good, I wanna take a side stretch while we're here. So extend the left leg long, and we're gonna bring the right foot in. Again, flex through the foot, keep it engaged. We're gonna be bringing the forearm into the mat here, to the floor, and if that seems like too much, that's okay, because you can bring your block in. And again, your block can be on any height here, okay? So with the left arm inside, we're gonna bring our right hand to our right hip, and we're gonna open the pose up. So shine your heart open to the ceiling, drop the shoulders away from the ears, head and neck in one nice long line. Don't lose your left ear to your left shoulder. And your gaze can be comfortable again. Remember, always most challenging to look out up over the shoulder. Now, you can stay here, or if you want to deepen the stretch a little more, and this is okay to stay here because we're trying to get the breath in, make some space on the side body, space to breathe, space to bring in all that good energy we're working with today. So you can stay here, or you can bring your right palm up to the ceiling. Take a big sweeping inhale. Keep shining your heart open to the ceiling. And exhale over. Resist the urge to go this way. Okay? See how it's all collapsed, the breath and the energy? It's stuck here. Okay? Look at the difference. Inhale, up, and then over. Good. Head and neck stay in one nice long line. Gaze comfortable. If you can reach the toes, that's fine. You can hook on and use that to roll open a little further. But I'm going for the opening. It's okay if the pose is up here with your block or even here. It's all about the side opening and the alignment. Okay? So don't sacrifice your alignment to go deeper. It's not worth the trade-off. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good, let's switch sides. So bring the left leg in, right leg comes out. Heel toe the foot in. Again, make sure you're up on the sitting bones. You can use your block inside on any height if needed, or right forearm inside, palm up to the ceiling, left hand to the left hip. Roll the shoulder open, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here. Lots of full deep breathing. Just your gaze, nice and open. You want to take it a little further. Remember, this is just fine here. But if your body's guiding you to go a little further, then bring your left arm out, palm up to the ceiling. Inhale, sweep up, and then exhale over. Extend through the fingers, open up. Lots of full deep breathing. One more breath here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Good. Bring the leg back in. Now we're going to turn forward and roll onto our backs. Give a little rock side to side here. Good. Feet to the floor. Just roll the shoulder blades back and down underneath you so you have that nice firm base for your back. So we're going to prepare for bridge here. So feet hip distance apart. Okay. Knees in line with the toes. When you lift up into your bridge, you want to make sure that the knees aren't opening up and you're rolling to the pinky edge of the foot, or that the knees aren't turning in and touching and you're rolling to the instep. You want knees right in line with the toes, okay? So walk, usually it's about a half a footprint you need to walk closer to your body. So when you lift up, you're in a nice alignment. Hands, one more time. I always guide this anytime you come to the floor, but particularly in bridge. Hands to the floor, shimmy the shoulder blades back and down underneath you. You always want to have that nice firm base for your back and that nice natural curve of your neck. Try not to look side to side in this pose here, just a soft gaze up to the ceiling. So in a moment, we're going to lift up. We're going to lift the hips. It's almost like a string is pulling your belly button up. Think about activating that solar plexus chakra to help with the lift. And we're going to breathe into our heart and all the way up into the throat. So there's some chakra activation here as well. Okay, so when you're ready, just to that first edge, keep the glutes soft when you lift up. So inhale and lift to that first edge and pause and breathe. Lots of full deep breathing here. Exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time. Make any adjustments to your foundation. Get nice and set. Feel grounded and strong. Press into the hands, press into the feet. Lift into your full expression today. If you want to add the arms in, you shimmy them underneath you. Roll to the outer edge of the triceps. Clasp the hands together. Pinky edges down. Maybe you'll get a little extra lift. Breathe into the heart. Let that energy flood into the throat. One more breath here. Exhale, roll down, slowly release the hands. Hug the knees in. Gentle closing twist, arms out to the side like wings, palms to the floor. Inhale, exhale, dip both knees over to your left. And you can look out over the right hand. If that feels okay for your head and neck, otherwise stay neutral. And then inhale, center. Exhale, dip both knees over to your right. And then look out over your left hand if the head and neck are on board. Otherwise, just neutral. Breathe here. Inhale to center. Take any other stretch that would feel so good for your body now before we rest. And then get nice and comfortable. You'll cool quickly, so if you have a blanket nearby or your sweatshirt or something to cover with, you can. And if you're not comfortable lying down, seated is always fine. So to end our class today, we're just going to be together for a moment with our breath, and you can choose. You can lie down or you can be seated. And I'm going to sit up. If you have a block with you, I like to sit up on the block, have the hips raised a little higher than the knees. Helps to feel nice and grounded and have a nice sturdy base for your seat. Okay, and we're just going to be together with our breath for a moment here. So if you're comfortable with it, you can close your eyes, or a soft gaze is always welcome. And just connect to the nice, natural, soothing rhythm of your breath, that gentle wave-like action. And just notice where you're holding the tension. If there's any residual tension left after our practice, exhale it away now. So start at the top of your head and work your way through your body. Make sure the low jaw is nice and released, and the shoulders and the hands. Just work your way through, trying to release those pockets of tension. Remember that tension today might have a physical root or an emotional root or a combination, but it's okay. The remedy is the same. It's the remedy of the breath. And then just follow your breath for a few moments here. Each exhale, there's that release. It's like you're shedding a layer of tension one at a time. And then that inhale draws you a little further in with each one. And your exhale brings that release and that freedom so that you can explore your rest a little further with each inhale. And just be with it here. Be with the energy you created today. Maybe there's a spot in your body that really needs it, so direct it there. Remember, the energy flows where the attention goes, so you can send the breath and the awareness through the body where it's needed. And let's just be present here with our breath now. And it's okay if the thoughts are coming in. Don't get frustrated by that. But just when they come in, take them in on an inhale and say, okay, I see you. And then acknowledge, but don't attach, and release it on your exhale. Allow your breath to be your anchor here in the present moment. So watch the thoughts, just flow right past the screen of your mind. Feel such an ease to your breath here, an ease to the body, and they combine together to bring the ease to the mind. Feel grounded in your energy, centered and strong. Peaceful and content right here with this breath in this moment. And watch how one just flows right into the next. And this calm and peacefulness you were able to create, it was waiting inside of you today. That is our true nature. So feel confident knowing that your breath is with you to reconnect you when needed. You have everything you need. So now with gratitude for our time together and for all our bodies have given us, we'll bring our hands to our heart and honor your practice here today and acknowledge this time you created for self-care, which is so important. And just breathe into your heart center here and watch what starts to come into focus and receive this gift of your practice. That when the mind quiets, we can see clearly what's in our heart. So feel ever connected to your intuition here and confidently grounded and rooted in your true nature, in your true self. So before we leave each other, a nice cleansing sigh, just to release if there's anything left that we need to let go of in the physical or emotional body. Let's do it here together now. So ready? Deep breath in, sigh it out. And then sweep up and surround yourself with the positive and renewed energy we've created together. And now we'll Om to our heart to seal our practice. Thank you so much for practicing. today, for sharing your energy. So with my heart filled with gratitude for being your guide, Namaste. Hi, this is Jude from Ever Present Yoga. If you enjoyed this practice today, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks so much.